In a remote village nestled deep within a forgotten forest, there was an ancient mansion, long abandoned and shrouded in legends of unspeakable terror. The villagers whispered about the mansion, saying it was cursed, that the spirits of those who had once lived there still wandered the halls, consumed by a dark force that twisted their souls. One cold autumn night, a young woman named Emily, driven by a desperate need to find her missing brother, ventured into the forest. Her brother, a curious soul, had gone to the mansion weeks ago, lured by the promise of uncovering its secrets. No one had seen him since. With only a lantern to guide her, Emily approached the mansion. The air grew thick with the scent of decay as she pushed open the heavy, creaking door. Inside, the darkness seemed to swallow the light, the walls lined with portraits of long-dead residents whose eyes seemed to follow her every move. As Emily explored the mansion, she began to hear whispers, faint, almost imperceptible at first, but growing louder with each step. The whispers called her name, urging her deeper into the mansion's bowels. Shadows danced on the walls, taking on forms that seemed almost human, yet not quite. In the mansion's heart, Emily found an old, tattered diary. The pages told a tale of a once happy family that had lived there, until they had encountered something in the forest, an ancient evil that had taken root in their home, feeding on their fears and turning them against one another. The final entry was written by a young girl, pleading for anyone who found the diary to destroy the evil and set them free. Suddenly, the whispers became deafening, the shadows closing in around Emily. From the darkness, a figure emerged, her brother, or at least what was left of him. His eyes were hollow, his face twisted in agony as he reached out for her, his voice a chilling echo of the whispers. "Help me," he pleaded, "before it consumes me completely." Summoning all her courage, Emily realized that the diary held the key to ending the curse. She quickly gathered the scattered pages and began to chant the words written within, the language foreign but filled with a power that resonated deep within her. As she chanted, the shadows screamed in fury, the mansion shaking as if it were trying to tear itself apart. The figure of her brother lunged at her, but before it could reach her, the shadows began to dissolve, the dark force losing its grip. With one final cry, the darkness shattered, the mansion flooded with a brilliant light. Emily collapsed, exhausted, but when she opened her eyes, the mansion was no longer a place of horror. The portraits on the walls now depicted peaceful, smiling faces, and the air was clear, free of the stench of death. Emily's brother, now fully restored, knelt beside her, tears of gratitude in his eyes. The curse had been broken, the evil vanquished.